Well, today is pretty exciting because we are about to start a 10-night adventure north. So we are hitting 3 new to us parks, but we are doing a quick stopover on the way. So our first night is going to be a park we've already been to before. We're just using it as a stop to break up our drive so we can get there sooner tomorrow. So let's hit the road and head out on this awesome week ahead. And I think it's going to be pretty awesome. We have officially made it and it is 8 p.m. I estimated that we would be here at around 8 because I thought it would take us a little bit to get the trailer all set up and ready to go. And then we did one stop on the way here, but otherwise it was a pretty uneventful drive. And we're just glad to be here while it is still light out because I'm always worried about arriving in the dark, but we arrived and there's plenty of light still. Now we're at the water filling station. It is a boil water advisory here, so it's not safe for drinking. We are just filling up because we use our trailer water for flushing the toilet mainly, so we won't be brushing our teeth with this water. And you may notice something different about our setup here, but we can talk about that later. There are 2 water filling towers here, so depending on which side yours is on your trailer, there's one on each side here. Another interesting thing to note is that I was just on the Ontario Parks website looking up Mikisew because I wanted to check out our site before we got here. And then I was looking at the alerts, and online there is no alert for boil water advisory, but there is an alert for the blasting that's happening on Highway 11, which we went through, and it was actually not that bad at all. It slowed us down maybe like 5 minutes. You might want to go forward just slightly a bit more and then reverse in, just like arc it in. There we go. Doing good. This is really unlevel here. Just bring it straight like back and then we'll figure it out. Okay. Park. Well, we're parked. We're all set up. The site is kind of unlevel, so it's unfortunate because if we had have just been able to move back a couple more feet, we could have just kept the trailer and truck hooked up so that tomorrow would be easier, but we weren't able to do that. So here we are. Alan's out there just doing the final stabilizers and all of that stuff. And I'm in here. I don't know if you can see just what I'm dealing with down here. We have, well, 11 days worth of stuff with us. I'm not doing laundry on a camping trip, so we've brought enough clothing for each of us to last probably 14 days if we really needed to. And enough food because we don't really want to go grocery shopping if we don't have to. So I've got a cooler in front of me here too because when we picked up our trailer from storage, the fridge wasn't ready and we just left from storage. So this is all new for us. And I got to get this all put away so that we can go and enjoy a nice walk through the campground and a campfire and a camp beer. Maybe camp beer first. My cooler packing worked so good, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of this into the fridge, so we will see how this goes. Oh, I had a cooler beer. Okay, that's awesome. Forgot that. Had one for Alan too. I made a tortellini salad. It's got mozzarella, cherry tomatoes, black olives, an Italian dressing, and pepperoncini in there, and it's 3 cheese tortellini. So I made that this morning so that we had some easy sides to go with either dinner or lunch. Delicious. I don't know where it's gonna fit though. Cheese. I haven't had to pack a cooler to go camping in such a long time, but it worked out really well. We just came down to the waterfront area and it's a short walk from our site. We're on site 151. Last time we were here, we had an even better site that was closer to the water, but this one was still a decent short walk. It's a very popular area with the children right now. They're playing some games over here, but it's still a beautiful view.
I forgot how much I loved Mikisew. This is a great park.
For when you don't feel like having an actual fire because it's too hot, or you don't want to go through the fuss. We got these little candles. Kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones. So the comfort station is just here. And then if we just spin around, our site is through there. And I don't think this is a site here with the picnic tables. There's no number. So we have a path from our site through this little picnic table area to the comfort station. Great water pressure, great temperature. Thumbs up. I did a full park tour and review on our previous trip here, which was just last September, so not too long ago. But as I'm walking through the park, I will share some highlights with you in case you didn't see that video. And if you want to see that video, I will link it down below. But I'm walking through the campground now to get my steps in, and I'm just at the garbage and recycling, which is right across from the park store and office. So this is where you would go to throw out your trash. As you can see here, they do have the recycling and garbage area. And you can take this loop and exit. So if you go left, you can just exit. But if you're a trailer and you want to dump your trailer or fill it up with water, you go right. Just because we're staying here only for one night doesn't mean we don't experience the park. We're up early, I had a shower, checked out the comfort stations, and now I'm on a trail so that I can get some steps in before the next leg of our journey this afternoon, which is going to take us about 4 hours. But for now, I have my coffee and some beautiful water views, and I'm going to enjoy a nice peaceful morning. So I just did the Lakeview Trail. It is 0.5 of a kilometer and leads from the main beach area over towards the dog beach. So let's go take a closer look. And over here by the dog beach, there's also a beach volleyball court, and they also have 2 horseshoe pits. So it is a fenced off area, and then just behind is an actual little beach. Now this is actually quite a nice dog beach area, so if you did have a dog that you wanted to take to the beach and also enjoy your beach time, this is a really nice little spot. And one thing I love about this park is just how clear the water is. Look how pretty. Something I really like about Mikisew is just how peaceful it is and all of the waterfront areas. So there are 2 beaches over in the campground, and then there is this jog beach and then a day use beach over here. And I love that there's a waterfront trail that connects the campground over to this area because it's scenic, it's not too difficult, definitely not accessible though, but not too difficult, and a nice leisurely trail for us to just be able to explore more of the park. And I see some people out there boating. This is a great park for that. We did not bring our kayaks on this trip because we have a new tow vehicle. So we just got it. We did not have time to get anything set up for kayak racks. We'd have to order something new. It wouldn't have got here in time, and we didn't want to rush into purchasing anything we weren't 100% happy with. So for now, we are on this trip without our kayaks, and if we want to go, we're just going to rent a canoe, a kayak, and I might even try paddleboarding if I can get up the courage, because I think that looks really fun. So that's the plan for this trip, and then we will sort things out, and maybe we'll bring them, maybe we won't. Time will tell. And over by the day use beach, there is also the point trail, which is 0.25 of a kilometer. And as you can see here, it is pretty accessible. It is basically wood chips the entire way with no real obstacles. And it leads out to a beautiful viewpoint overlooking the water. So the point, it looks like you could go swimming there or just enjoy the view, but either way, it's a nice little leisurely trail. Good to know there are also some vault toilets over here by the day use beach area, and this massive parking lot. It's quite big. And it ends with a basketball net. Down at the end there's also a pathway to take you back to the campground. So we are on site 151 here in the Hardwoods campground, and I wouldn't say that this is the best site, but it's definitely not the worst. And if you were in a tent trailer, this may be appealing to you, or even a tent, because there is a path like just over here behind me that leads right over to the comfort station. So that would be super convenient if you just want a quick trip to the comfort station. It's not very private. You can see on like both sides of your neighbors, and it's a wide site, so that's positive, but it is rather slanted, and I think online it doesn't say that it's like unlevel and whatnot, but it is, so just something to consider. We were only staying here for one night, so it really doesn't matter to us. And a good thing to note too is that the way we have our trailer positioned, I didn't need an extension for our electrical cord, so that's always a plus. As you can see here, the electrical pedestal is just right there, so not too far at all. And that's the path that leads you right over to the comfort station area. So that would be very convenient. And because I mentioned it earlier, let me introduce you to Pearl. We traded in Mini Pearl and upgraded her to a 1500, so a full-size truck for more payload and towing capacity for our longer trips. And this is her. And what a way to break it in by taking it on a 10-day trip. We are having an easy breakfast this morning, which is banana bread that my mom made. I have peanut butter on one and butter on the other, and Alan is eating his just plain with a banana.
It's good.
It's chocolate chip and it's so delicious. It's time to pack up and head on out. Alan is just getting the truck ready so that we can hook up. Then we're gonna hit the dump station and head on to our next park. So this was a quickie, one night. The new truck sounds pretty good. And we definitely have to come back here because we really enjoy this park. Coming up, we head about 4 hours north to a new to us park famous for their blueberries, no cell signal, incredible views, and relaxing camping vibes. Let us know if you can guess the park in the comments below, and we will see you next week with the next stop on this adventure.